I expect a possibility, as I look around the world, for a currency to compete with the US dollar and to replace the US dollar. The only currency I can see on the horizon which can replace the dollar someday is the renminbi. Once the renminbi becomes convertible, I would expect more people to use the renminbi, and someday the renminbi might compete with the US dollar.
A recent report by the Bank for International Settlement showed that the Chinese yuan has broken into the top 10 of the most traded currencies in the world for the first time. Rogers praises the government's endeavors to make the currency more convertible. He says that once he had opportunity, he will accumulate RMB.
My children are Americans. They do not have American bank accounts. They have their bank accounts in Asia because they know that in their lifetime, the US dollar is going to be problematic at best, and the US dollar will continue to disappear from the world stage. But in the meantime, temporarily, we own US dollars, even though I do not expect it to develop in the future. So if you own renminbi, I have never sold any renminbi. I own renminbi. I buy more renminbi when I can. If there's anybody in the room who would like to sell renminbi, come see me afterwards. I will buy your renminbi because I am very optimistic about the long-term future of your currency.
In contrast, he calls the US dollar flawed and troubled. Meanwhile, as a renowned commodities expert, Rogers expresses that China's agriculture and tourism industries had bright future.
I'm extremely optimistic about. By the way, your government is doing its best to encourage agriculture, so if you're looking for investment opportunities, you might think about agriculture in China. In addition to agriculture is tourism. Now it's much easier for you to travel. There are 1,300,000,000 Chinese. 1,300,000,000 Chinese. You're now going to see your own country, and you're now going to see the world.
Jim Rogers was the three most famed world investors along with Warren Buffett and George Soros.